So many people wonder why they are having such a terrible time with networking with people, not just in the city, state, town, or country that they're in, but they also have a terrible time networking with people all around the world. And let's face it, networking is one of the cornerstones of business. Networking is also one of the cornerstones of life. So, why do people fail? I know you want to know. So, make sure you tag your friends and tell them to come on in because we're going to give you reasons why they fail and ways to overcome failing. So get your notepad and pen and come on in because I always say note takers are money makers and money makers are note takers. But you can't make no money if you don't take the notes and apply them so that you can network. See you shortly. Welcome to News You Can Use. It's time to be aware, be informed, be empowered, and be transformed. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Lotus Riché, for News You Can Use. And this is, in fact, news that you can use. I've got two dynamic powerhouses with me today, coming in all the way from Nigeria, Africa, the author, the speaker, the CEO, none other than the LabusTV and magazine, GLEBM magazine owner, Shirley Murphy. Also, right by her side is none other than, let me get it straight, y'all. None other than, I bet you can't say it that all together. None other than, say it with me, none other than, that's right, the author, the CEO, the speaker, streaming in from her location from Lewisburg, Virginia, Miss Sherrell Mims. And today, these two powerhouses are coming together with me to discuss why people fail, why businesses fail in networking. Because we know when we fail in networking, we fail to earn the money that we richly deserve. And we also fail our clients who are needing us to help them get to the next level. So, with no further ado, go ahead and tag someone and tell them to come in with you. And the next voice you're going to hear is from the powerhouses themselves. We'll be right back. Please welcome the CEO of LabusTV and GLEBM magazine, none other than Madam Shirley Murphy.
Author, speaker, and entrepreneur, Sherrell D. Mims.
All right. Welcome, ladies. It's great to see you. Happy that you're here. So let's get right into the discussion. As you know, yesterday I did a live and we had people chiming in talking about our topic today, why people and why corporations fail. And so I want to go right to you, and later on in the show, we will address some of the comments that they made. Madam Shirley, talk to us.
Thank you, Dr. Lotus, for having us on this amazing platform. We are here to ignite tech flight and also give you, as many that are watching us, the news that you can use that could help your business, help you move to the next level. All right. I'm so excited to be here. Now, why do businesses fail? Why do companies fail? Why do individuals, fail at networking? For me, I would first and foremost, I want to say lack of strategy. If you lack lack strategy in everything that you're doing in life, you're definitely going to fail. Strategy is about you positioning what you need according to its priority, like a clear plan, a goal for your networking. So if you are out to network, what's your strategy? What's your goal? What are you, looking to achieve? Because if you miss in these steps, you will find out that your efforts will be unproductive.
Yeah.
And of course, you'll be wasting time and, of course, wasting money. Another thing, again, I would say, there's a lot of reasons why businesses or individuals fail at networking, but I just want to, take on only three. Now,
Mhm.
another reason why businesses fail, if you're looking at us, watching us wherever you are right now, you need to also know that if you ignore online platforms, this is a digital age. Neglecting online networking platforms like the events that we're about to have from tomorrow is opportunity that businesses shouldn't miss. But if you miss opportunities or ignore, let me put it that way, ignore opportunities like that to network and connect for visibility, then of course you're doing your, like they'll say, you're shooting yourself on the foot, because there's a lot that you can learn. And of course, what is networking? Networking is about building relationships, productive relationships, collaborating, getting partnerships, and you can never have enough. For some of you that will say, "Oh, yeah, I think I have enough for my business. No, I've gotten, XYZ, this big, clients and whatever." I don't think there's any company out there, no matter how big they are
Mhm.
still advertising, they are still networking, they are still putting themselves out there, for visibility. So visibility is key. So many times we try to, sideline and say, no, I don't think I should be there on that platform. I don't think I should be here. You need to be around, put yourself in the faces of people that need you again and again. Then finally, I just want to say, one-sided approach. That's another reason why businesses, why companies, whatever you're doing, why you fail in networking. When you take it a one-sided approach, networking should be a mutually beneficial relationships. Companies that focus solely on their own gain without considering how can they help others often struggle to build lasting connections. Is everything shouldn't be all about you. How can you help? How can you be of service to another person, and thereby putting yourself out there, collaborating and networking and partnering, like I mentioned earlier, partnering with others, adding value, you know, in the sector or industry that you find yourself. These are key points that I know that if you have missed out, taking advantage of all of these points, then of course you should know that you have not done well when it comes to networking, and your business or your company is also losing, because people need people. Like one of our mentors, or yeah, she's a mentor to me, used to say, people need people. So you need to come around where people are, people that needs your services, and people where you also need their services. It's not all about buying and selling as well. It's also about how you can also be of service, to somebody, contribute meaningfully, in that relationship. It's not all about what do I get, because so many times people come on and say, for me to be about what do I get, it's not all about what you get, but about what you can also offer. Thank you, Lotus.
I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. And so before we start unraveling some of this, I want to go straight to Madam Sherrell Mims. Madam Sherrell Mims, you also work with a lot of people all around the world, just like Madam Shirley. We have Madam Shirley. She has a magazine. She has a show. She is a author, an editor, a journalist, and just like you are amazing when it comes to business. You work with authors from all around the world, especially men, not just women. So you get to see it from other perspectives as well when it comes to networking. So let's talk about that. And as you know, audience, we have Miss Sherrell Mims. She's in, but she's traveling. So her connection may go in and out. So just give us some grace if her connection goes in and out, but we will hear from her. So let's go ahead and unravel some of the things that you've talked about, and then we'll get back into with Miss Sherrell. But first, I want to say to all of our viewers, thank you first for joining the show. And Miss Sherrell is back with us. Miss Sherrell, please talk to us about your thoughts on networking and why people in corporations fail.
Um,
Okay, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I think
We can hear
our
you. Go ahead.
connection.
So let me see if I can give her a call and maybe get her to share with us as we go. But let's go ahead and unlock some of the things that you said. You said oftentimes they fail because of lack of strategy. So let's talk about the lack of strategy. What do you mean by that?
Okay. Lack of strategy. What I mean by that is you're setting a clear plan or setting goals, for your networking, approach, whatever. You need to first and foremost ask yourself, what do I, need to achieve by networking? Joining a networking platform or whatever. What is it that you seek to, gain? Are you trying to find new clients, seeking partnerships? Are you trying to gain industry insights into what you're doing so that you can know more? So you need to set all of this, define what your aim is, what you aim to achieve through this networking. Because if you set these clear goals, that will help you to put your head straight to where you will get whatever you need. And of course, when you enter into the platform or the room, you know what you're looking for and how to go about it. But if you
Yes.
do not set out of these goals, you wouldn't even know if you actually need to network with anybody, as in connect with anyone. So setting clear goals is the strategy that I'm talking about. Set
Yes.
clear goals or set a plan for your networking, plan or
Process.
whatever you're
Yeah.
looking for, or process. Yes, thank you.
And Madam Shirley, thank you so much for sharing that. I always encourage people to start with the end goal in mind as a part of setting a clear plan. What do you hope to achieve? A lot of people miss out on that. And now Dr. Nelam Ra is with us. And let us know where you're coming in from. We'd love to know. She said, I see why networking fails. One, people forget about building relationships. And so yesterday, I did a live and we had some feedback from folks who were talking about why networking fails. It's because people don't build clear, concise relationships. They're just about the money. So we've got to come from just being about the money and be more about the relationship. Because I've heard it said, and I think it was Dr. Eric Thomas, I think it was him that said, if you do what you love, the money is going to come, basically.
Definitely.
Okay. So why do you think that's really important for people to do what they love and build a relationship rather than to go after the money?
Okay. Doing what you love, first and foremost, you're talking about passion. So in whatever you're doing in life, like you must have a passion for something, especially when it comes to business. For you not to burn out, for you not to get frustrated, for you not to feel or get exhausted in the process while building your business. You need to be very, very intentional about connecting your passion to a business. That
Right.
way, if you are passionate about something, what is passion? Passion is about something that excites you, something that you just love
Right.
doing. You can go again, on and on and on, and you won't be tired. So even when nobody's paying you, this is something that has been tailored inside of you. God has given this from
Exactly.
above, so you don't struggle. So if it's something your line of business is tied to your passion, what
Mm-hmm.
you're passionate about. You
Right.
remember that before you started that business, this is something you were doing without anybody paying you for. Like for instance, myself, I can talk and talk, and like I'm not just talking, but motivational, talks, inspiring messages, and all of that. These are things I've been doing even before I begin to call myself a speaker. So I can do it again and again and again and again without getting tired, without nobody paying me for that, for that. So
Right.
if I decide to connect that and say, okay, I want to charge you, for coming on to speak and all of that, first and foremost, I am passionate about it, motivating, inspiring, all of that. So I can do that again and again, even when nobody's paying me for it, because I just find pleasure in doing that. This is something that has been tailored in me. So there's a whole lot of things that people are passionate about. There's a lot of things that people find excitement, when they're doing it.
Yes.
It's, that can help others, that can, it can be about you giving a service or something. So you need to be very intentional.
Be intentional. I like that.
Your
Be
service,
intentional. Mm-hmm.
yeah, your service is tied to your passion. And that way, during the time of building your business, building whatever you're doing, that passion is what will pull you through. That passion is what will sustain you during the
Mm-hmm.
period that you are not getting any money. And of course, even if you're supposed to get a certain fee, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not coming, you keep going. You will not get
Yes.
burnout. You will not get tired. You will not get frustrated, because, of course, you're looking at this. This is a service unto God. This is a service, that I've been called to do. This is a ministry that God has given to me to do, and that you're doing it without holding back. You're giving it. You're trying to give in everything without, making it to look purely, transactional. Behind it. So it is very important that you be authentic and genuine, and that comes from the place of passion.
I absolutely love it. And I see Miss Queen is in from Kansas City, Missouri. So great to have you here. Please go ahead and share this broadcast with your friends. And of course, I see so many other folks coming in. Miss Rage Haji, hi, how you doing? I'm Boy Kupwa. Okay. Hello and welcome to the show. So, today, for those of you that might just be joining us, we are sharing why people and why companies fail at networking. And thus far, we've talked about the fact that oftentimes people don't set a clear strength. A clear plan. They don't have a strategy, but also they're just going in for the money. Why are they going in for the money? And you'll see me look here to my right for a quick moment, because I'm looking at some of the things that were shared yesterday when I went live. And one of the things that was shared by Burton Kelso, he said, too many people focus on selling rather than trying to develop meaningful relationships.
Mhm.
People do business with people. And the caveat I want to add to that is that people do business with people, but also people don't just do business with things. So they just don't want the thing you want to sell them, the thing you want to push upon them. They buy you. They buy your intellectual property. They buy your energy.
Mhm.
And they also invest in the relationship that we should be forming with people. And let's face it,
Yes.
sometimes we miss the mark. So, Madam Shirley, what would you say about when we miss the mark of making that relationship? How can we turn that corner and turn it around and cultivate the relationship? Do we start all over, or do we go from where we are and say, "Hey, let's do something different"? Madam Shirley?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. For me, I advise, business owners. I advise people all the time to ensure that you build good relationships with people, because the good relationships that you have is what will turn out to be the money that you're looking for, to turn out to be the clients, turn out to be the opportunities that you have been looking for. So many
Exactly.
times, like you're talking about, we miss the mark because we are looking the wrong place. You're looking at the wrong picture. We're looking at something different. Like when somebody comes to you, like I say it all the time, anytime you have a relation, have a contact with somebody, it is not by mistake. Anybody that comes around you, it is God that has, designed it. It has been planned. And then when somebody comes, in contact with you, first and foremost, you need to ask yourself, what do I need to contribute? What do I need to offer? How do I go about to ensure that this relationship turns into something more productive for both of us? It's not only about you. But so many times when we meet, anybody, contact with anybody, we're first and foremost looking at what will I get from this person. You're making the relationship all about, transactions. It's not supposed to be that way. What is relationship? Building relationships. First and foremost, you need to build relationship based on mutual respect and
Wow,
genuine
that's good.
interest, not just about, like I said, making it just transactional motives. Build it on mutual respect. Respect each other. I look at you, you're a human, first and foremost. So that's enough to give respect, because this person, first and foremost, is a human being. So the things that you wouldn't want to be done to you, don't do it to the next person, because you never know where that person can be very, very, very of great value to you tomorrow. So let's
Yep.
respect each other. So many times we fail to give respect to whom respect is due. And sometimes
That's true.
we look at our titles, our doctorate degrees and whatever we think we
Yep.
hold to ourselves, make us look like, oh no, you are above everybody. Like, no, you're not supposed to talk to me. You're not supposed to come close to me. Don't you know how far I've gone? Don't you know what I
Exactly.
carry? What do you carry? You're a human being first and foremost. So give respect. And then as people come close to you, what can you offer? What can you contribute into their life? What can you add to add value? Trying to add value and also make impact, become a positive influence in their life, in their business. So that's how you go about building strong relationships. Not about the money now or whatever you're selling. And even if you sell to somebody for the first time, don't just let it go and say, oh yeah, that's my client. I
Exactly.
just sold something or sold a service and that's it. Get back on with that relationship and try to nurture it. Get to be more closer and find out what's going on with you. Because so many
Mhm.
times people go through a whole lot.
Mhm.
It could just be, first time, first time contact with somebody. Somebody can just say a message or give you a word that could help,
Mhm.
move you from that place of darkness where you were or that place of confusion. So many times
Exactly.
there are a lot of ways that we can contribute into people's life to help them, move from where they were to where they need to be. It's not all about money. Money does not build good relationships.
I love
The
it. I love
approach,
it.
your
Exactly.
sincerity, your authenticity about how you go about looking at that person and seeing love that you need to share is what builds good relationships.
I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So we've got a few folks in the joining us on YouTube, I see, as well as Facebook and other locations, and they're viewing us on LinkedIn. But I have a comment from Catherine, and she says, "What an interesting topic. I think people fail at networking because they never tried." Wow. Wow, that's key.
Mhm,
They may not be
mhm.
aligned with the right people or are afraid to connect with
Connect with
anyone.
anyone.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what do
Because
you think
sometimes
about
people feel like, oh yeah, I don't want to get a bad experience.
that?
I don't want anybody to hurt me. I don't want this, I don't want that. Have you tried? First and foremost, you need to try.
I concur with that, and we're going to move some of the comments over. So Abigail Unfred said, "Lack of access to resources. Lack of access to resources." What do you think about that?
Well, there are resources, in whatever you're doing. Resources is everywhere. This is a digital age. Whatever you're
Hmm.
doing, it's everywhere. So you need to do a research, because that's another key point. Do a research. and find out what do I need. Prepare yourself and do a research before attending, event, before contacting or reaching out to anybody. Do your own due diligence. Check backgrounds, interests. There are assets everywhere. There are resources everywhere. Sorry, there are resources everywhere. It's you that's that has not checked. They have not looked. So just check, and definitely you'll get access. I know people are always looking for opportunities to help, to help you, step forward. But so many times,
Exactly.
like we have events coming up, that is a resource that you should tap into. But so many times we just look at it and go, oh, no, you never try to check in to see what you can get. So that's it.
Exactly. And I love what Miss Queen said. Miss Queen said that respect and see the humanity of all encounters. So it goes back to what you said earlier. When you deal with people, you got to form relationships based on that mutual respect. But she also shared no chance encounters, ordained collisions. I like that because
Mm-hmm.
I really don't believe we meet people just by chance. I believe
No.
that everyone we meet, there is an ordained collision
Okay,
there.
yes.
There's an
Mm-hmm.
ordained connection there. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier that you never just meet anybody by accident. God
Mm-hmm.
ordains, every connection that comes your way. So and that's why it's very important for you not to just see somebody, that comes close to you and you just try to ignore it or push it aside or look at something differently. Try to ensure that as somebody or anybody passes through you or passes, by you or whatever way, ensure that
Yeah,
a goodness from you rubs off. You make a
exactly.
good impact or contribute meaningfully. Don't just treat people anyhow. Don't just treat people the way you feel like, because you never know
Exactly.
when you will need that person tomorrow. So no
Yes.
relationship or no encounters is just by chance.
I absolutely agree with that. And so Dr. Neelam Ross, she said, yes, add value. So one of the key components that I got from a few of my mentors, not a few, but actually all of my mentors, they speak value. Value, value, value. Look not what someone can do for you, but look how you can serve as you're being served. Okay. Because
Mm-hmm.
every time we send something out energetically in a positive manner, that will actually return to us. And I'm reading this book, and I'm near finished with it. I was up at 4 o'clock, read another book. I don't have it in here. I loaned it to somebody, but I'm going to talk about that. It's called The Butterfly. But manifestation with alignment. Manifestation with alignment. So if we are trying to manifest something, okay, and it says this is 7 hidden principles to master the energy of thoughts and emotions. We got to master our emotions, and we got to master what we
Mm-hmm.
think about, how we think, and why we think. You know, Ru Shinohara says, that we can master our thoughts, we can master our emotions, and we can manifest by being in alignment. And Dr. Lotus Riché says, harness your thoughts, take the reins, control your life, and win. And when you do this, you do it by adding value to those that you serve, adding value to those on multiple platforms, because you talked about we've got to leverage platforms, because a lot of people aren't leveraging the platforms. So thank you, Dr. Ra, for sharing that. We definitely appreciate that. And then we have another comment I like to bring up um, from Miss Tamar. She says, find the value in people. Value isn't only financial, it can be a trait, morals, or wisdom. And I
Mm-hmm.
think you shared that everyone has something to offer. Everyone has something to offer. And I want to shout out blessings right back at you. Dr. Michael Freeland is here with us, coming in from Kansas. He says, blessings, women of purpose. Your value is immeasurable.
Mm-hmm.
Great topic. Thank you so much. And
Thank
Miss Queen
you.
said, seek and ye shall find. The resources are there. but they are not in your comfort zone.
Yes, get out of the comfort zone.
That is
Thank
a
you,
mic
Queen.
drop. Get out of
Mhm.
your comfort zone. So let's talk
Yes.
about people getting out of their comfort zone, because a lot of times people aren't comfortable with networking. So how
Mm.
can they get out of their comfort zone with networking? We talked about getting on different platforms. We talked about making sure when we meet those that we think are strangers, leverage that opportunity to have that conversation. And also, may I add, follow through. I work on follow
Yes.
through. You
Yeah,
work
follow
on follow
through.
through. People
Follow.
work on follow
Yes.
through. What else,
Mhm,
Madam
mhm.
Shirley, would you say that people need to do when it comes to making sure they get out of their comfort zone as they're networking?
Yeah, just get out. Just get out of your comfort zone. Yes, because you can't remain there, and anything will come up. Life is not a bed of roses, they say. So there are
Exactly.
so many things that cannot be offered to you on a platter. So you need to, get out, step out, go get it. Like for
Exactly.
instance, I think I give this. I usually give this a scenario almost all the time. You want to get something from the stores, like you want to eat. So, and of course, you don't have food in your home. So, what do? You go out to go and buy, wherever it's being sold. You won't just sit back and say, "Oh no, I want to eat, I want to eat, I want to eat," and you lament from today to tomorrow. Food is not going to fall from heaven. You need to get out. So, if you're looking for resources, you're looking for people to connect with, that's network with people, build relationships. You need to step out to those platforms where you can find them, and they are everywhere. They are everywhere. You need to do your research properly and go
Yes,
all out.
sure.
You may not be comfortable, like you are saying. Some people are not comfortable. You need to begin to step out of your comfort zone. Stretch. We talk about stretching. Stretch beyond your bounds. So it
Yes.
is time for you to begin to stretch. Do those things that you thought you could never do, because it is only in your head that you feel I can't do it. But when you step out and begin to do it, you actually see that you are doing it. So even when you are scared, keep doing it. Even when you're not good enough in, like I'm not, you may say, "Oh yeah, I'm not, I don't know how to go about this. I'm not good enough. I've not got all the grades." Yes, keep doing it, because it is in your doing it that you can actually become perfect in it. There's nobody that was born with perfection. Like you can't say, yeah, um, I need to get it right before I get started. I need to get everything in, all of this. You want everything to be 100%. It won't work. So you're just tying yourself down at that place where you keep giving excuses. So step out, and you'll definitely discover that there's so much more that you can do, and you can connect with that man, that woman, that's, that person that could help you, move your business, give you that wisdom. Somebody talked about wisdom, morals that can help you. Everything is not about money. I've said it again. Everything is, in fact, life itself is not about money. So there's so many things that you can get. There's also think about adding value wherever you go.
Yes.
So I want to step in there, stop it there.
I concur. I concur. Okay, so here is um what I wanted to share. Hold on. You also, oh, wait, this is another great comment. And so I'm going to be trying to get to the comments. We have a lot of comments streaming in, and I want to thank you to our audience. I want to thank you to our audience. And we're going to take a 30-second break in a few minutes, because I want you to put in the chat. So I'm telling you now, because I want you to start thinking about it. What are you going to do today, right now, today, to start networking? One thing that may have been holding you back, that's been blocking you, overcome that. We encourage you, let's overcome that and start doing something today to network. So we have a comment out of Ghana, Africa. Mr. Maurice says, everyone has valuable insights and connections to offer. It's important to engage with everyone and make meaningful connections. I absolutely love that. That is correct. And that's what Miss Madam Shirley was just saying as well. Dr. Freeland says, leveraging the platforms, it's a must in the stability of business. Wow, that is true, because the more we connect with people, the more we open up the ability to bring people in to make more money, not just from selling a product or service, but because we're building that relationship with that person. It's the know, like, trust, and believe. And then they will also recommend us to other people as well. So great comment, Dr. Freeland. And so Kay says you can also grow in your zone of comfort. And when you do, your roots will extend to the outside and touch different niche and markets. Woo! That is amazing. So when you grow in your zone of comfort, you grow outside of your comfort zone, you can really root down, and it's going to extend into other niches, into other markets that's going to help you thrive. I absolutely love that. Munera Zahabi, they aren't clear on their niche. I love that. So Munera is the niche like queen. And so on YouTube, she shared that they aren't clear on their niche. So a lot of times people aren't clear on their niche. So that's why they don't network properly. And Rosemary Sanchez said, not following up. That's the key. If you don't follow up with those that you're networking with, how can you believe that you're going to be successful? I love that. I love that. Thank you so much to the team. And thank you, Munera. And thank you, Rosemary Sanchez. Rosemary Sanchez is coming in from Canada. Munera is coming in from Chicago. And then Dr. Freeland says the comfort zone should not be viewed as a place to stay in. It is your reason to get out and expand. I love it. Wow, we got some amazing comments here. And Maurice says facing our fears can lead to incredible opportunities. It's all about perseverance and pushing through those moments of uncertainty. And last but not least, we're going to take two more comments from Burton Kelso. Says too many people focus on selling rather than trying to develop the meaningful relationship. And we talked about that, right? People do business with people. And so Abigail said lack of access to resources. And we highlighted that earlier. Yes. And Dr. Nellam Ra on yesterday, she said, lots of cold DMs and sudden friend requests. She's got lots of requests pending. So how do people, Madam Shirley, deal with when they have a lot of requests and they're really not sure of how they need to work that out? And I'm going to give all of you 30 seconds to put into the chat what you're doing to start better networking. And then we're going back to Madam Shirley. Here's your 30 seconds. You have 8 seconds, 8 seconds, 8 seconds, 8 seconds before we're hearing back from you. Wow, fantastic. And as you know, Madam Mims has had some technical issues. She's on travel today, and she's having some connectivity issues at her location. However, she's still here providing value. And she said we need to value people. And also, Stacy McGaney, she replied, she said, I agree with Burton. I also think sometimes people give up on themselves too quickly. It's okay to look at a loss as a lesson and not think of it as a failure. Yes, it failed, but what lessons did you learn from it to bounce back? So, Madam Shirley, we're going to go directly to you. Miss Sherrell says connect and collaborate. Intentionality. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So, Miss Shirley, I want to throw that question back over to you. And then I want you to talk to us about the event that's coming up tomorrow and how people can get on board with this amazing event, because this is going to help people network, those in business, those in private life, speakers, authors, creators. How can they connect?
Okay, thank you so much. There's been an amazing conversation about networking. So, from tomorrow to Sunday, which is Friday, to 26th to 28th, which is a Sunday, July, will be in the room with powerhouse leaders that will help you move you to where you want to be. We're having the global business networking event called the GLEM networking experience. It's actually going to be a fantastic experience, as we'll have in the house professionals, we're going to have speakers, entrepreneurs, industry experts. This unique platform will provide you opportunity to network, meaningful networking, building meaningful relationships. You never know, if the next that one person that you've been looking for will definitely be in the room. So, but you have to come check it out, because you can't stay by sitting back at your comfort zone. We've talked about comfort zone. Don't just sit back and say, oh, there's no access, there's no this, there's no that, there's no resources. There's resources now right in front of you. So take advantage and get yourself in the room. It's going to be a global networking opportunity. Going out of your comfort zone, going out of where you are. The link is there. You can see it on the screen. You can just go there and get a ticket. The events, for you to get a place in the room, you need to register. There's
Right.
a fee, and this fee are very, very affordable, because we are targeting everyday people. We're targeting every businesses, so it's very, very affordable. From $50 you can get yourself a space in the room. Come in. We're going to have like-minded professionals to explore potentials of partnership that could transcend, boundaries, transcend from where you are to where you want to be. Showcase your business, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. I know businesses of all sizes, and find the power of networking to be very beneficial. If you also do your research right, you'll find out that big companies, till tomorrow, the companies that existed for decades, they are still networking. You'll still find them in rooms where it matters. So why won't you, take this opportunity and come in where you can learn powerful insight, invaluable opportunity that could highlight your achievements, reposition your brand on whatever you're doing on a global stage. I know a lot of people say, yeah, I want to go take my business global. I want to take my business global. But there's a step. You talked about strategy. There's a step that you have to take. You need to set a clear goal and plan for, whatever you're looking for. So, GLEM networking experience, it's where you have to be, where you unlock global business success. There's no two ways about that. There's going
Right.
to be so much that will be dished out by this amazing, amazing faces you are seeing already on the flyer. So step in the room, even if you're not a business owner. We've said it again on other platforms. You may say, yeah, I'm not doing business, so what do I have to do that? We have speakers, motivational speakers. We have speakers that would help inspire you to become more in whatever you're doing, because everything is not about business as well, but everything also is about business. In whatever you're doing, you also have to, add a business sense into whatever you're doing, selling yourself, selling your brand. So come into the room and learn the best way on how to sell yourself, sell your brand, exchange knowledge. You have something to offer. We also have something to offer you. So you need to step in the room and see whatever you can offer, because you never know until you come in and exchange conversations where it matters, where you gain more valuable insights and stay updated on trends and of course innovations about your field. There's so much more that will be given out from these 3 days. Secure
Yes.
your
And
spots and
yes,
get
I
seen.
say definitely secure your spots. And one thing that we're doing with this networking experience, we're exposing you to people, as we say, from all over the world. We're not just saying it, we're doing it. We have people from Pakistan, from Dubai, Puerto Rico, and we have people, dare I say, who speak multiple languages. So if you come and you speak Urdu, or you speak Pakistani, you speak Spanish, you speak French, like Mireille Tulakima, she's the Greatness Engineering Show out of Australia. She'll be there. The phenom Bukeka Blackmore, she's going to be there. She owns and operates a platform where we can get your show, your broadcast on television. All you got to do is connect with me and tell me you want to do it. And then if you go down, of course, we've got Kim Jacobs. Kim Jacobs is one of the co-hosts. She's going to be there. Emilio Roman is going to be there. David Fagan is going to be there. Sandy Sanders, Coach Tia, and amazing more people is going to be there. Dr. Ozma is going to be in the house. Miriam Wright, Dr. Daphne Suarez is going to be there. And Coach Janine, oh my goodness, B. Jacqueline Jeter, and OK Good Day is going to be there. Oh my goodness. Get your seat today. And if you want to figure out what time, here's the times. It's the 26th to the 28th, July 24th at 3 p.m. WAT. What time is that? If you're in Nigeria, in part of Africa, 3 p.m. If you're in the United States, it's going to be 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern, okay? And also, for those of you that want to participate, you can register. You go right here to this page. Get the gold participation package if you want. This includes prime exhibition space to showcase your brand, network with diverse professionals from around the world, access to exclusive promotional opportunities during this event. And in fact, the Ignites team is going to be gifting something that only you can get by being in the house. And then the platinum participants, it's only $70. All benefits of the gold package plus include enhanced visibility with premium exhibition placement, featured acknowledgement on our event materials. Wow, you can't beat that. Increased promotional opportunities with one-on-one interviews on at least 3 of our upcoming shows. And the VIP participants, only $100. It includes magazine feature and Gleam business directory. All benefits of the platinum package is included. Exclusive feature and global labor events and business magazine. I'm so excited. You guys got to excuse me. Highlighted presence on event billboards, one-on-one features on 5, count them, 5 top shows and VIP treatment and networking opportunities. But you can't think about it. You can't dream about it. You got to be about it. So the way you do it is you click on the register button. And once you click on that register button, it's going to take your information. It's going to tell you about the upcoming reservation that you have. You're going to put your information there. Give us your headshot, upload your bio, and use a coupon code if you haven't. And then last but not least, you're going to check one of these, choose from the list below, and you're going to hit send, and that's a go. So with no further ado, Madam Shirley, coming right back to you. So what can they expect to see when they come into the room at our great event tomorrow?
All right. There's a whole lot that will be at play. So, well, I can't actually say so much, but I want you to come and experience yourself. We're going to give you what we are looking forward to giving you a wonderful experience of a lifetime that would help you move you, to the next level, reposition your mind so that you can continue to grow and scale in whatever you're doing. So the amazing faces, the speakers that you're seeing there, they are experts in what you're doing. They are professionals. And I don't know if there's any other place you want to be other than to get yourself in the room with this, with these leaders from around the world that will be pouring in. They are ready. They are so ready, to, get going with you, connect with you. There's going to be so much, that you wouldn't want to miss. So I
Exactly.
can't say so much, so you won't feel like, oh yeah, I think she has given it all. No, no, I'm not giving you anything. So just
That's
get
right.
your ticket and let's see you in the room. And you come back and testify, like they say, testify, and that the event was worth it. So that's all.
Exactly. So with that being shared, we see Madam Sherrell. She said the three P's of business are people, process, and product. These three key variables are considered the foundation of a business and can help identify areas for empowerment. And when you come into the event, you're going to see that for sure. Catherine says, leverage the connections you build each day. Remember, it's give
Give and
and
take.
take. Show
Mhm.
personal interest, take measurable risk, and join the networking conference. And last but not least, from our other guests that's joining us by way of online, she's in YouTube getting it done. So make sure you go on over to our YouTube channel and send Miss Sherrell some love. She said, I will definitely be attending the Gleam Networking Experience. Join us. We'll see you there. Thank you
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
support. And with no
Thank you.
further ado, I want to thank you and invite you to go right there to gleammagazine.com. Go ahead over there and get the link. Share it with your friends and let them know that you're going to be there, because guess what? Sharing is caring. And if you share with your friends, guess what? They won't forget it and they'll join you if they're able. So make sure you share, and you'll have this right on the side where you can go ahead and copy it. You can copy and paste it, and it'll take you right there. So, with no further ado, we want to say thank you to our amazing guest, Miss Madam Shirley, chiming in from Nigeria, Africa. Madam Shirley, do you have any final words of wisdom that you'd like to share on this broadcast?
All right, I want to say, ensure that you're visible and active in whatever you're doing, because showing up, I think a sister used to say, that's blessing in showing up. So be very intentional to show up on platforms where it matters, because you never know where you will get the blessing that you have been looking for. Participate in the industry forums, online groups. Visibility increases your chances of being recognized and also being remembered. So take advantage of the upcoming Gleam networking experience and show up, because showing up, there's always a blessing in showing up. We want to see you in the room. Go right now and get your ticket. It's starting from tomorrow, the 26th to 28th of July. There's going to be so much that you will learn that will help reposition your business, your brand, and whatever you're doing, and taking you to the next level. We want to see you there. We want to hold you by the hands. We want to welcome you into our forum, into our networking group. We want to work with you. And that way we can come into your home or come into your comfort zone to pull you. You have to be the one to take the step, to join us. So please join us. We want to see you and we love you. From here, we love you. Thank you. I want to see you in the room. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Madam Shirley, for being on the show. Please stand by. Please stand by. Wow. I gotta tell you, folks, it has been an amazing ride today. I want to thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you to my guest, Madam Shirley, all the way from Nigeria, Africa, and also to Madam Sherrell joining in from Virginia. And as we know, sometimes when we are in travel, we have technical difficulties. But guess what? Nothing stopped the show today. And we thank you for all of our viewers and guests all around the world. And especially for those of you that are hitting the replay, make sure you hit the replay and make sure you have something to say, because we want to hear what's important to you. And until we meet again, be blessed. Don't stress. Do your best. Don't take no mess as you ignite and take flight in every area of your life. We'll see you tomorrow, fresh and early at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at our networking extravaganza. We'll see you there. Thank you for watching today's News You Can Use. To get more reliable information, visit our social media accounts, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and ring that bell to always be updated on the current happenings around the world. See you next time on News You Can Use.